Imagine waking to the roar of machinery devouring your grandmother's cherished rose garden. Petals flying like confetti at a funeral for common sense. That's how my nightmare started in sleepy Oak Ridge Estates, where HOA Queen Bee Marge Wilkins decided my unsightly backyard veggies violated her vision of suburban perfection. With a permit clutched like a holy grail, she unleashed hell on my soil, all in the name of community drainage, code for dumping their pool sludge into my creek-fed pond. I'm Alex Rivera, 52, quiet IT consultant by day, heir to this modest plot my abuela turned into a blooming haven back in '68. She planted those roses after immigrating, each thorn a reminder of resilience. Marge, the rotund realtor with a perpetual scowl and pearls choking her neck, had been HOA pres for a decade, ruling with fines for non-conforming lawns and sermons on aesthetic harmony. She'd offered to buy my land thrice. First politely, for the greater good. Alex, think of the kids' playground. I declined. Second, with blueprints. Your grandma would want progress. No thanks. Third, snidely. Take the scraps or regret it. I folded. But inside, I was cataloging every smirk. The backhoe chewed through roots like Marge through a buffet, installing a fat pipe that funneled their chemical cocktail straight to my pond. Fish floated belly up within days. My bees buzzed erratically, drunk on tainted nectar. Compensation? An insulting $5,000 check she handed over with a saccharine smile. I'm sure you'll invest wisely. Unlike your rustic setup, I pocketed it, photographed the chaos, and whispered to myself, game on. What Marge didn't know, a decade ago, I'd quietly acquired Streamflow Utilities under a shell LLC, the sole water provider for Oak Ridge and half the county. Water's not just wet, it's leverage in drought-prone Cali burbs. Tensions simmered as my water test screamed contamination, pH off the charts, laced with chlorine and fertilizer. I confronted Marge at the clubhouse, a marble mausoleum reeking of fake citrus. Your pipe's poisoning my pond, I said calmly. She adjusted her glasses, voice dripping honeyed venom. Our engineer assures it's pristine. Perhaps your hobby farm is the culprit? Over-fertilizing those weeds. I bit my tongue, but snapped pics of their crews dumping yard waste into manholes. Rumors spread like wildfire. Anonymous flyers in mailboxes calling me a hoarder polluting paradise. Emails to my boss questioning my stability. My daughter Sophia, fresh from college, got harassing calls. Your dad's a menace. I endured, but documented. Trail cams catching Marge's minions in the act. Contracts revealing overages they'd ignored for years. The smear peaked with a glossy HOA newsletter. Local eyesore endangers health, featuring my garden in grainy shame shots. Marge's op-ed preached community values, while her face beamed like a bloated saint. I seethed, but struck back subtly, invoiced them for $18,000 in water overages, buried in Clause 12D. Honest oversight, I texted my manager. Marge's reply? A zoning inspector at my door, nitpicking fence heights. Procedure. Sir, he mumbled, sweating under her invisible thumb. Fence sabotage followed, wires snipped at night. My chickens wandering into their pristine cul-de-sac. Cops find me, but my cams nailed the culprits, HOA lackeys. Storm season hit like karma's hammer. 9 inches of rain burst their shoddy pipe, flooding my yard with toxic soup. Marge toured the mess in rain boots, barking orders. This is Brennan's fault. His land's unstable. Homes lost water. Residents boiled mad at the emergency meet. I crashed it incognito. Heart pounding. Evidence projected. Dumps. Tests. Sabotage vids. Murmurs turned to roars. Then the reveal. I'm Streamflow's owner. Violate again. Your taps run dry. Marge blustered. Extortion. We're the victims. But a bored revolt ousted her mid-rant. Her face crumpling like wet paper as fines loomed. EPA probes. Criminal whispers. Settlement came swift. Pipe yanked. $80,000 damages. Marge resigned in disgrace. Her realty empire crumbling under lawsuits. My land's now easement protected forever. We barbecued victory with neighbors, even ex-HOA folks, toasting Abuela's roses reborn. Lesson: bullies cloak greed in rules, but patience unmasks them hilariously. Was Marge the real villain, or just a product of HOA madness? True or false? These petty empires deserve to crumble? Drop your take below. Who's the true tyrant in your hood?